or discounts over $9,000. Yes, that's right, 1.9% APR or discounts of over $9,000. So please take that short money-saving drive down 144th Street just south of the interstate, or check us out online at couplecars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with approved credit.
RC's Boxing Production is proud to present the new prospects at the Complex. Come enjoy a show of Lincoln's best professional and amateur boxers on Saturday, May 25th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You won't want to miss this event. It's the new prospects at the Complex on Saturday, May 25th at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right off of Cornhusker Highway.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The Omaha Supernovas are back in action this Monday, May 6th, versus the Vegas Thrill at the Dollar Loan Center in Las Vegas. The Mullen Motors pregame show with Derek Pearson and Renee Saunders starts at 8 p.m. with first serve at 9. Make sure to tune in to the Next Ag Appraisal and Realty postgame show right after the match ends. Catch all the action on your flagship station, 93.7 The Ticket, and statewide on the Supernovas Radio Network.
At Doane University, we build leaders, and that means your success and achievements come first.
At Doane University, your future is uniquely yours, and our world-class liberal arts education is just the beginning.
We invite you to schedule your campus visit and experience why Doane University will start you on your journey to your future career.
Learn more by scheduling your personal campus visit today at doane.edu/visit. See you soon.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer. Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Las Vegas, Nevada on a Monday night. We always say it. Monday nights are for pro volleyball. And the Pro Volleyball Federation, DP Coach Renee Saunders, Nick Sainert next to us, Harrison Arns running the board. Greatly appreciate you back at the mothership, making sure this gets out to everybody. It is a big one in that statements are made. As this thing constantly evolves, this thing called Pro Volleyball Federation, it evolves. And each night that we come to you, it stands in a different place. It has different value. Las Vegas is playing a meaningful match. And if they win out, they put themselves in the Final Four. They give themselves the opportunity to play in the Final Four. That's a big statement, and if you're Omaha, no matter whether you've clinched number 2 or not, and the Supernovas have, how about that news, that the Omaha Supernovas have clinched the number 2 seed for the Final Four in Omaha. It will change some things, and we will talk about those things over the course of the next hour. Coach Saunders, Queen, please tell me, what do you do? What do you do if you're the Omaha Supernovas on a night where the word has leaked that you've clinched the number 2 seed? Can't move up to number 1, but you have things to work on. You reached a certain level of apex Saturday night in Columbus, Ohio, right? A gritty, tough win over a team that was playing for something of value in their building, and you went in and figured out how to win sets 2, 3, and 4. Do you dare play with the volleyball gods' demeanor by going away from what you normally do from night to night?
I think there's 2 arguments here. right? Argument 1, rest your starters. Give them time off. You got the number 2 seed. You're not going to drop. I mean, you're stuck there no matter what happens in your next 3 matches. And then there's the argument of Stephanie Samity's new, Nadi's back at setter. You know, do we still have ways that we can get better and prepare us for the postseason? So you got 2 arguments, 2 schools of thought. Personally, I think you start your starters. And then if you want to sub out of it, you sub out of it. But I think, especially when Vegas is at the bottom of the barrel and they still have something to fight for, like, you want to give them a match. And in a way, you want to try to eliminate them. Because the only way Vegas stays in is if they win tonight. So, you know, it's postseason time. It's time to maybe start ending some seasons.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the where that's the space that my head lands in. That Omaha has the ability to set the table for how this is going to play out. They can move Vegas. They can move Grand Rapids. They can move whoever, Columbus. They can end their season. They will end their season with Grand Rapids, and Grand Rapids certainly has zero desire on the last day of regular season to take a loss to a team that they could see, and it may actually impact what their seeding is, how that last match goes. So there's lots in play. Let's go through the Federation as it stands. And there are a couple of things in play that, as we've talked over the course of the season, that it would be fluid. We know that Atlanta has finished its regular season. It sits at 19-5 at top. They are in recovery and rebuild, rebrand, redirect. Some players are getting work with the national folks. Some players are actually working on their game. What do you do? What's this week like for Atlanta? Are you scouting? Are you paying attention to what's going on, or do you shut it down and let yourselves heal?
Probably 2 trains of thought on that one too. I mean, you could sit and you could literally like shut it down for, 4 to 7 days and let them rest and, do whatever they need to do, go home, see their families, whatever types of things that you think they need to fill their buckets before you come back. Or you could keep them around, maybe give them a short break, do a little bit of training, a little positional work, a little individual skills time, and just try to improve the individual sides of the games until you come back prior to the final or the semis, prior to having to come to Omaha when you're really trying to get better as a team. So 2 trains of thought there. I think you could do it either way. I think either way is a good way. I don't know if there is a bad way, and you won't know until it's over, right?
What would be Coach Saunders' path?
I would probably give them the short break, give them time to go home, see their families, get a little bit of a break, mental health break, physical break. If you need to go get some spa treatment, massage, float tank, oxygen bar, whatever it is, whatever your thing is that your body needs to rejuvenate before we come back. I would go with the shortened rest, bring them back, start doing some individual stuff, and then once you have everybody back together, get together on the team stuff. But I mean, that's kind of, I think, the best of both worlds. And in the pro world, you have that option to have the best of both worlds. But yeah, Atlanta sits in a very odd situation because they're going to come off of 2 weeks rest, and the Supernovas are going to be coming off an away game and a travel day, a practice day, and then they play because they've clinched the number 2.
Yep.
So they don't only play; they play the late game. They don't play the early game. So now, that might be a little better. Give them a little bit longer rest before they have to play. But definitely 2 different worlds for the 1 and the 2 seed.
I'll say this to you, and then I want your honest response. That they're of the 7-team league, and you want to be playing well at season's end, especially as you try to maneuver yourself either into the playoffs or reseed yourself. There are 4 of the 7 teams in the Pro Volleyball Federation coming off a win. 3 of the 7 have taken losses. So when I ask you how it plays out, usually it's teams that are playing well and finding ways to win. Atlanta on a win streak. Supernovas on a win streak. Grand Rapids on a win streak. Las Vegas on a win streak. Coach, how do you think it plays out?
I mean, I don't I don't like this question because it's a mess. I honestly, Supernovas end Vegas' season tonight. I think it's too much of a long shot. They have a lot of new players. I mean, we'll talk more about them later.
Yep.
But I really think Vegas is such a long shot. We're just going to hopefully end it tonight, and then we don't have to worry about it. I really think San Diego is going to come in at that 4 seed, and I think that Omaha is going to be a part of that when they play Columbus at home for our last home game on Thursday. A loss in Columbus's bucket there really limits their chances, especially if San Diego beats them, then they're out. Okay, so Omaha could do exactly what we want them to do right now, start ending seasons.
And here's the thing about San Diego. They sit at 10-11, but with those 3 matches left in their bag, remember, they are a half game ahead of Grand Rapids in the loss column.
Yep.
So it's going to take some work
Yes.
for that to happen. And Omaha gets Grand Rapids on the last Sunday. So it's
It's very possible that San Diego pops in the 3 seed.
that part.
It's very, very possible that Omaha meets San Diego, and we're 2-2 there, right? Like,
Yep.
we beat them both times at our place, and they beat us both times at their place. And
Yep.
so, the coaches are funny with who they think they want to play, and we have our input of who we think we want to play based on everything we've seen. But the bottom line is, it's playoff time in a couple weeks. Win or go home. You got to be ready to play whoever it is that we're matched up against.
Does it matter that the Final Four, the champion will be determined outside of series play, and then it's one and done? Like, as a coach and as a player, does that change how you prepare? Does it change how you scout? Or is it just urgency?
It's urgency, and I think that's hopefully they've been preparing kind of the whole season for that, right? Like, I mean, if you think about the NCAA season, they play their conference schedule, they play their non-conference schedule, and then if you get in the tournament, it's win or be done. So it's not like they haven't played that format before. So it'll be really important that obviously the Supernovas show up, right, when it comes to playoff time, and I think they've done nothing to tell me they won't show up when the lights turn on for the remaining games.
I want to go through, because here's the funny part, the look on your face. There's 2 things that I've kind of held in my pocket today. One, I know that I whispered to you out loud, hey, Coach, we're going to need the all-federation team. And I know that it makes you cringe at the idea that you have to identify 14 of the best players in the federation. And I'm not going to make you go first team or second team. You'll have to pick a player of the year of the 14. And I'm going to give you time in the break to just scramble. I know you're a preparation freak. I know that it matters to you. So I know that you've done the mental dance in your head.
I have, and I keep ending up with too many dang people from the same team.
But that's
too many dang people, period.
There's
too many good players.
That's why you're the legendary coach that you are.
But you look at Betty De La Cruz, beginning of our season, was only getting like 3 or 4 kills a game, and now she's averaging like 19 kills a game. Like if you're looking at whole season, most recently, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it.
It's your list. Remember the rules of this.
You're so lucky that
you can't.
I'm practicing being uncomfortable.
There's no way that you can get your list of all Pro Volleyball Federation right, and there's 0 chance you'll get it wrong. It's just your opinion, and we trust your opinion because you've earned it. So this is what we'll do. I'm just, Coach, get your pen out.
I'm ready.
Clear your head.
Let me grab my pen.
Get your apologies out in advance, because I know that you're going to go, okay, I'm leaving some people off. I'll allow you to start with some people that didn't make your list, and you're apologetic about it. So give me 3 players that didn't make your top 14.
Not yet. I'm not there yet. Not there yet. I think it's time to go to a break. I thought you said we were going to go to a break.
We are.
How long do I have, Nick? How long is my break?
I love that so much.
Let me. I knew you were going to ask, and I was actually working all day today.
That's perfect.
So I haven't played with this,
there
but
we go.
I have a good idea. I have a good idea.
Coach Renee Saunders will have her all Pro Volleyball Federation team when we come back to the Supernovas Radio Network, powered by the Ticket FM.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
RC's Boxing Production is proud to present the new prospects at the Complex. Come enjoy a show of Lincoln's best professional and amateur boxers on Saturday, May 25th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You won't want to miss this event. It's the new prospects at the Complex on Saturday, May 25th at 1555 Yolanda Avenue, right off of Cornhusker Highway. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity. What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Las Vegas, Nevada on a Monday night. Meaningful volleyball in the Pro Volleyball Federation. We appreciate you hanging out with us. DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Nick Sainert, Harrison Arns, running the board back at the mothership. Greatly appreciate you. Of course, Supernovas Radio Network, powered by theticketfm.com and Lee's Family Center. Formerly, last time we were here, it had a different name.
Dollar Loan.
Yeah, the Dollar Loan Center. And I thought, well, I saw on the list, like they moved. No, same building, different sponsor. Great looking building, as a matter of fact. We expect a pretty good crowd tonight on a Monday night. Coach Saunders has agreed, begrudgingly, and with every bit of resistance and friction possible, that she was going to give her top 14, her all-Pro Volleyball Federation team. Now, again, before anybody gets upset, rules of this is that she cannot get it wrong. She cannot get it wrong. It's her list. But we also know that there's zero chance she gets it right based on everybody.
What do I win if I get it right? What if
you get it right because it's yours? It's yours. You can't mess it up.
What if at the end the PVF does theirs and I'm like spot on?
Oh, then I'll get you some Air Jordans.
Oh wait, he already did.
Get you some
P.S. Everybody at home, if you didn't
I tell you what, I'll add to it. There is a blazer. There's a blue-green blazer that has your name all over it.
I like the green blazer you got me.
Yeah,
I was blessed with gifts from DP.
But this was a blue-green sequined blazer.
Sequined.
Yeah.
So I could look like a disco ball.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a thing, Coach. I'm just gonna let you know it's gonna be a thing. It's long, it's flowing, and it's sequined.
Uh-huh.
Look, if you nail this list, I told you, there are a pair of Air Jordans that match the blazer. And it's a blue, it's kind of a Seahawks blue-green combo.
I love the Hawks.
That I think, yeah, right? that I thought.
But I'm a Packers fan.
Okay,
DP,
so
let's be real honest here. Number one, I do not need any presents or prizes or like you outdid yourself already.
Have you not met me? Have you?
I have, and I've enjoyed every moment.
You know that there's zero chance that
I've enjoyed every moment of this.
Talk your way out of it.
All right, I'm ready for this. Let's do it.
Here we go. Give us 3 names that you considered but that did not make the 14.
I'm going to give you 7.
Okay.
Maybe more than 7. Okay. So coming from Atlanta, Member Mena.
Yes.
I think she's been vital to their success, but I don't think that she is going to be in the top 14.
Okay.
But she would be my first person left out from that team, and it's because I think they have 3 of the best positional players there. She's my first one off.
She's your NCAA tournament first out.
Yes.
So she
Yes.
She was close, but didn't make it.
And then Columbus is another interesting one. So I have 3 left out there.
Okay.
Asia O'Neal.
Yes.
And I left her out because she left.
Didn't complete the season.
But obviously a great player.
Yep.
Courtney Lush and Raynell Jones I also had left out. So I really only have 1 Columbus player in my top 14 and 3 that didn't make it. But I think that those would be my top 4.
I think that's fair.
Grand Rapids, Simone Abbott is my one woman out of the Grand Rapids Rise.
Got it.
For Omaha, Brooke Nuneviller is my one woman out.
She'll talk to you on the bus.
Yep. Her mom's here. Hopefully your mom's not listening.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna take back those donuts she bought me earlier.
Didn't she win a Player of the Week?
Yeah, she did win a Player of the Week.
Okay.
She did.
Right.
But I don't think Player of the Week makes you.
Coach, I again not disagreeing.
And it was hard because Brooke's one of my favorites.
Got it.
So that was a hard decision.
Understood.
All right, then for Orlando, MK White and Ashani Teeler, those 2 to me were huge players for Orlando that kept them in games. So they were my first 2 out on them. Mojo, this was a tough one. But Ronica Stone, I had in. But
she was on your preseason list.
She was, but I'm flipping her and Temi Thomas Ilara because I was thinking Temi Thomas Ilara would be like, that one out. But she's legit. She should be on the top 14.
Got it.
And then I have nobody left out from Las Vegas.
Okay.
So those are my left outs.
Wow,
so we have
that's actually interesting.
Member Mena, Asia O'Neal, Courtney Lush, Raynell Jones, Simone Abbott, Brooke Nuneviller, MK White, Ashani Teeler, and Ronica Stone.
I would have thought. Okay, that tells me something. Okay, never mind. That tells me. Do you have 1 or 2 Vegas players on the top 14?
I have 2.
There we go. Okay, high five. I understand.
I have 2. And if I were to put 1 off, it would be Alicia Glass-Childress.
I understand.
That would be my one off.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Reading mine. This means I've been sitting next to you for a whole season, and you're starting to rub off. So I'm starting to understand how you think. All right.
Oh man, look out!
Here
people.
we go.
Look out!
Here we
All
go.
right, so my top 14 coming from Atlanta.
Let's give 7, and then we'll take a break. Give me some detail.
Okay.
Give me 7, and it doesn't have to be best second, first second.
I'm going to go by team.
Okay.
I'm just going to take my top from each team.
Okay.
So Grand Rapids, Claire Chasse, and Dimitrova, by far best 2 players on that team that I think carried them most of the season. From the Mojo, Tom Setter plus Temi Thomas Ilara, I think are their motors. For Orlando, Wilma Rivera and Kaz Brown. For Omaha, and we'll wait on Omaha.
We'll wait for
and then for Las Vegas, Hannah Maddox and Kylie Murr. And then Columbus, Reagan Cooper. So that leaves us with Atlanta and Omaha for my final 5 players.
I'm gonna ask. So let's go through it because we've watched
a lot of volleyball.
We've watched a lot of volleyball.
A lot of volleyball.
I would have bet the farm that HIPAA made your list.
I
would have bet players that play the way you like players to play.
Yep.
She's on the list of who I thought you were going to say.
And then she stopped playing. And I don't know why. Otherwise, she would have been on my list.
I again, trying to understand.
Yeah, no,
right?
Hippie for sure would have been in there. And it was one of those things where I even like at Bird today, I'm like, she's lit us up for 31 kills. By far, best one on the team. And you don't think you're going to see her today. Like, it blows, is something going on, So, but no, Hippie for sure is one that had she been playing recently, would have been on my list. She would have been left out.
100% was all over it. I was like, okay. All right, so we'll throw it to break. When we come back, she'll give us her next 7, her final 7 of the
I have 5 left. I have 5 left.
You have 5 players left for Coach Saunders Pro Volleyball Federation Team of the Year. Let's just call it that.
Sounds
Players
good.
of the Year, all of that. And then she'll also give us her Player of the Year.
Woo. I think that should be done after the finals.
And you could give us the Coach of the Year if you want.
I think that should be done after the finals.
Okay, I'm good with that. We'll
Let's
go to
do
break.
the Player of the Year after the finals. And Coach of the Year.
I got you. Coach Renee Saunders, DP, Nick Sater, here in Las Vegas here on the Supernovas pregame show here. Supernovas Radio, powered by theticketfm.com.
Homeowners, is your yard in distress? Is your lawn being held hostage by stubborn and unruly weeds? Never fear, lawn lovers. Weedman is here. We'll rescue your lawn and restore its beautiful emerald green glory. The results of our expertly applied program are sure to impress the toughest of critics, your neighbors. Take that, Dale. Vanquish weeds and transform your lawn this year with Weedman Lawn Care. Get 50% off your first application. Go to weedman.com today. Terms and conditions apply. Go to weedman.com today.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Soup.
That is an outfit. That's the color
you know
of the
you're
blazer.
in Las Vegas when.
That's the color of the blazer.
It's
except for
iridescent.
So what's on the sleeve shows up on the entire blazer. It is something, it's
that
pretty
is a
cool.
work of art.
It is exceptional. Welcome to Las Vegas on the Supernovas Radio Network on a Monday night. Pro Volleyball Federation action. Coach Renee Saunders next to me. Coach, let's go through. So let's recap the 7 players that you put, or the 9 players that you already mentioned. So let's line them up again.
All right, so we've got Reagan Cooper from Columbus, Claire Chaussee and Dimitrova from Grand Rapids.
Okay.
We've got Wilma Rivera and Kaz Brown from Orlando.
Okay.
Tom Com and Thomas Ilara from the Mojo.
Okay.
And then Maddox and Murr from the Thrill.
Okay. That leaves you. That's the first 9 of the 14.
Yep.
Who's left to get your Coach Saunders star of approval for the quality of play being the standard of volleyball in the Pro Volleyball Federation Season 1? These are the folks. If you say, show me what Pro Volleyball Federation's best looks like, this is it. So now let's finish the list, Coach.
Well, we've got the number 1 team in the league with 3 players.
Okay.
And I'm giving them 3 because they're the number 1 team in the league.
Understood.
Libero Morgan Hentz, outside hitter Leah Edmond, and setter Marley Monserrat. Those 3
give me those 3 again.
Morgan Hentz, Leah Edmond, Marley Monserrat.
Got it.
Setter.
Got it.
Then you come over to Omaha.
Okay.
And this is a hard choice. Like I said, I think Brooke Nuneviller very much could be in that top 14.
True.
She was a player of the week, but so was Sydney Hilly.
True.
And I don't think being a player of the week constitutes being on the end of the year honors.
Okay.
I think that's an honor during the season.
Okay.
But she does bring more to our team than just points, right?
Yep.
She digs a lot of balls, brings other stuff. But if I'm thinking like impact players, Kendall White and Betty De La Cruz, I feel make the biggest impact. Now, Betty started off a little rough. And if I were to go by just, her beginning of the season, it'd be a little different. But Betty's decided to turn it on heading into the end of the regular season / postseason. And when you talk about wanting to be at your best at the end, Betty De La Cruz is at her best. But even when Betty maybe isn't getting as many kills or blocks or whatever it might be, Betty is still a factor out there because people know what she's capable of. And so performance-based, absolutely. Does she still impact the game even if she's not necessarily getting the ball? Absolutely. But setting-wise, Sydney Hilly and Nadia have been splitting it the whole year, so I didn't feel comfortable giving one of them the nod in postseason honors. Now, maybe for the Final Four, we could have an all-tournament team.
Oh, we're absolutely going to have so here's it. We will be broadcasting. We'll be on the call.
The entire time.
On the radio side. So we will see all 3 matches from courtside. We will give a post. And at the end of when they're giving out championship trophies, we will give out our all Final Four team.
Awesome.
And that way folks will have a chance. You'll have the best of the best. The pool will be shallowed out a little bit, but we get to do that. Let me ask Coach Saunders, what do all of those players have in common? Why are they on your All Pro Volleyball Federation team?
They're ballers, straight up ballers. Whether they're great at passing or setting or hitting or whatever it might be, they are the best of the best at that. And the hitters are terminators. They're not just going to keep the ball in play. The setters are great at running an offense. And then the liberos are the black holes of the court. Nothing gets by them. Kendall's out there vibing. Speaking of liberos, when she's dancing, she's usually pretty right on. So I'm good with that. But it is one of those things where they are the best of the best at that. And you talked about the X factor, right? Over the break, who is the X factor? And because I gave Atlanta 3, I could not give Member Mena that 4th spot. But I don't think Atlanta's number 1 without what Member Mena has done for their team. And she's kind of like what Brooke Nuneviller is for the Supernovas. She's a 6th rotation outside player. She can do everything. She can pass. She can hit. She brings a ridiculous amount of power on a 5'8" frame. Super explosive off the ground. But I think she's the it factor player of the season.
It's going to be interesting to watch how it plays out. Again, these are players that we know have had the seasons we're talking about. Is there anybody on your list who surprised you by being here?
I've watched a ton of volleyball. Hannah Maddox from Las Vegas, I never got to see play in person. Never got to see, I believe it's Alabama. Is that right?
Yeah. Good hands,
South
Nick.
South Alabama.
Good hands, Nick.
South Alabama would be really mad at me if I said that she went to Alabama. So South Alabama is where Maddox went to. Never saw her play. She comes out and she's a stud. She's a rookie. She's fearless. She jumps out of the gym. She swings with reckless abandon. She's had 40 kills in 3 matches against the Supernovas, and one of them she didn't start. So Hannah Maddox has been, for us watching, obviously I didn't see her in Grand Rapids or I didn't see her in these other places, but against the Omaha Supernovas, Hannah Maddox is a player that has definitely opened my eyes to the athleticism at that pin position.
I know that we said we wouldn't ask for Coach of the Year, but let's talk about no.
But I like it when you're really uncomfortable.
Well, all facts. But let's talk about coaches around the league because some have in their first journey as a professional coach have made exceptional strides and have done an exceptional job.
Well, I mean, Todd Dejanay, if he's maneuvered going from Central Florida to Atlanta and having the top team in the league, that there's something to be said for that, right? You make the transition and you're the number one team in the league. Then you've got Laura Bird Kuhn, this Omaha Supernovas coach, who was not the head coach at the beginning of the season. And so she's put into a position where now she is the interim head coach. I think she's done a heck of a job for an interim head coach. Okay, so, you're looking at different, adversity and challenges and things like that, and I feel like Bird has had that, and I feel like she's done a great job with it. Then you look at San Diego, Taib Park, Hanif Park. And you look at what Taib has done, and she's taken a 1-7 team and got them to 10-11 and in the playoff picture. So there's lots of different things you can look at. You can look at season as a whole, right? Obviously, Atlanta 100% right now, like Todd Dejanay probably is up for Coach of the Year because he has them first going in the tournament. But is he out of Coach of the Year if they lose in the first round? I don't know. There's just so much more that goes into, how much better did they get? Did they improve more than every other team? San Diego's probably shown the most improvement, but Atlanta's probably shown the most grit as far as finding ways to get wins.
I would say that if you said that there's a team in the Federation who changed their coach in game number 3 and match number 3 and then ran themselves into a top 2 seed, that's
pretty impressive.
That statement is pretty strong.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. There's so much that goes into it, right? And some people, I think, and this is coming from someone who's won a Coach of the Year honor, too many times you give it to the team that wins it. And in some of my best coaching jobs, we did not win it. And so I have a lot of respect for the person who doesn't win it all and actually probably does a better job than the person who does win it all. And so, again, I think too many times Coach of the Year depends on if you won a championship. And I don't think it should depend on if you win a championship. It should be who had the most growth, who had the most adversity and overcame it. There's lots of other things that should go into that decision than a championship.
I think that you nailed this season in a wrap. Pretty well done that you reached the corners of this league. The different players who have had it. Again, if we talk about top 20, the top 20 players in the Federation this season, I think you nailed it. If you talk about the 4 coaches who have done just an exceptional job, that they may be the 4 coaches who show up in Omaha for the Final Four. And then some players who weren't mentioned who have the ability and the opportunity to step up and have an impact on who gets the final win in Omaha. It helps their team gather that $1 million bonus. And that's a whole other thing that is added into the soup, that there's $1 million on the line when they get to Omaha. We'll throw the break. When we come back, we will talk about this Las Vegas lineup, this Las Vegas team. They're talented, and there's some new people on the roster since last we saw them. TP, Coach Renee Saunders, Nick Sainert, live from Las Vegas. This is the Supernovas Radio Network, powered by theticketfm.com.
Enrique Alvarez Clary, a.k.a. Rico, here for The Body Shop. What do you give someone who does so much for you every day? Well, I know what I did for my wife as an early Mother's Day gift. I got her a massage from The Body Shop. Her first ever massage was amazing. Her words, not mine. The deep tissue massage literally melted the stress away and left her feeling refreshed and fully relaxed afterwards. Get the special woman in your life the gift of a massage. Book one today at thebodyshoplincoln.com. The Body Shop at 48th and A.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
Las Vegas, Nevada on a Monday night. Pro Volleyball Federation action. The Supernovas with a 14-win season to date. Vegas at 8-14, still playing for that fourth spot. If they can win out, give themselves the opportunity to be in the conversation. Let's talk about some of the new players on the roster, Coach, folks that were not here last we saw.
Well, I mean, 3 main ones. We've got Erin Livingston, outside hitter from BYU, 6'2" rookie. They brought her in recently. Haven't seen her in action really yet, but she did take a roster spot. They did waive Megan Jemison, Hannah Pukas, and then Van Buskirk left to be on the Canadian national team. Molly McCage is on short-term IR, so obviously they had some positions to fill. So Erin Livingston was one of those positions. But the other 2 players we will see tonight, and they're expected to start. One of them is Peyton Caffrey, who played at West Virginia. Bird actually said she recruited her at Texas A&M, and then she finished her career at Florida State in the beach program. She's 5'10" baller, kind of like a member Mena, powerful player, outside hitter. She's a 3-year pro. She'll be starting an outside hitter tonight, opposite of Maddox. And then McKenna Vicini is out of Stanford, also a rookie, has been on the USA training team in I think it was the 16-17 season. She's a middle blocker, 6'2", and she will be starting opposite of Oblad tonight.
Through all of this, let's talk about the coach, because again, you've kind of painted the picture in the past of who Fran Flory is within the game. I need for you to restate that for folks who may have missed who Coach Flory is.
The legend. So she has coached since 1986, started at Wittenberg as a head coach, then went to A&M 1987, where I believe she coached with John Corbelli, who's one of our assistant coaches. Then went on to LSU, where she was an assistant for 3 years, then Southern Louisiana for a year as a head coach, then Kentucky for 4 years as a head coach, and then LSU as a head coach from 1998 to 2021. She also did LSU Beach from 2014 to 2016, and then now she's a head coach of the Vegas Thrill. She's in the AVCA Hall of Fame. Stand-up, great person, and phenomenal coach.
What does she bring to the table? What style of play?
Physical, methodical. She's very intentional in things that she does. But I think we've noticed with Vegas, they're a pretty fluid team. You know, they're pretty clean, very athletic. She lets them play to their strengths.
I've become more of a fan once you told me in week 1 and paying attention to how she's handled this roster, because this roster has been all over the place. So to keep them in line and keep them actively playing a meaningful match on a Monday night in May, job well done. Let's go to the Supernovas. Players coming off the bench as you think they will be tonight here in Las Vegas.
I told Bird today when I was talking to her, I'm like, I think I have a pulse on like your subbing and who you're going to put when you need what. Like, I think I kind of have her a little bit more figured out. Paige Briggs obviously is kind of our in-game server. Was last time we saw her, we were actually down a couple in the first set when she came in, and then she didn't get us a ton of points, but she gave us enough to get us kind of back into it, which then made it an opportunity for us to battle it through, and it being 26-24 and free volleyball in set one. So Paige will see kind of end game coming in to serve and hopefully score some points. Mayfield, if either of our outside hitters are struggling to find production and offense, Mayfield's our go-to for that. If Kendall, for any reason, starts freaking out, Gabby Thompson will bring that like calmness to the court. Sophie Davis could go for either one of the middles, whether if they're fatigued or just struggling defensively or offensively. Sophie's a great option there. Maggie Cartwright, Jess, I didn't see if she warmed up or not tonight, she did warm up. So Jess obviously has opportunity to go in at that right side. Maggie Cartwright would be an opposite as well. So I think that's somebody else they're looking for. And then Sydney Hilly coming off the bench to set. I asked Bird, I said, so we played Vegas 3 times. Hilly set the first one. Hilly set the last one. Nadi started the middle one, and then Sydney finished it. Nadi's starting tonight, but if things aren't going well, I could see Sydney coming in to finish.
It seems to be in the full form that we now have personality to it. We actually have some depth of profile. We've seen how they're used. But I do want to talk about the assistant coaching staff because they carry a tremendous amount of pressure, stress, and what's needed from day to day. Let's talk about the two Johns and Tom on this coaching staff.
John Squared, John Corbelli, longtime legend at Texas A&M. Him and his wife coached there forever. He recruited me back when I was in high school. Corbelli has been around a long time. He's been in a lot of different high-level gyms. He knows how to train. I know the girls at one practice, they tease like he's the short serving specialist. Like he can dime short serve anywhere on the court. John Shea comes from California, also spent time in the USA gym, and he is an arm, right? Like he can hit the ball on a dime wherever you need it. So training-wise, John Shea, John Corbelli, super, super important in that portion of the game. Thomas Robson came from Wisconsin. He's a young buck, lots of young energy, 23 years old. Or is he 24 now? He had a birthday on one of the trips.
Yep.
Corbelli just had a birthday on Friday. Nobody knew about it. So
that makes sense.
He aged up on
sense.
Friday, and the girls were very upset with him that he didn't tell everyone. And he's like, it was perfect. It was quiet. And so Thomas brings the technical side. So he's very good with like entering all the data volley, but he's also very good at, he does all the film breakdown and does all that backside technical stuff and he also has the iPad controls, which is a stressful job all in itself.
Challenge leader.
Oh, challenge timeouts and subs. Everything's done from the iPad next to the bench. And so, and I guess when he hits challenge, it starts this red line going down, and he only has, 10 seconds or 5 seconds to decide what he's challenging. And so he has to be very sure of what he's doing. But after watching Columbus's bench, it'd be way more stressful to be the Columbus assistant on that iPad than it is to be Bird's assistant on that iPad.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of trust in play, but again, he has great eyes. He has those young eyes.
He does. He doesn't need glasses.
He can pull that thing through. Listen, what we'll do, we'll go to break. And when we come back up, we'll talk about the starting lineups. We'll set the table for this fine evening in Las Vegas. And then we'll get your fashion report on what they're wearing tonight. All of that and more when we come back to Las Vegas, Nevada. DP, Coach Renee Saunders, Nick Sainert, bringing you the pregame. Remember to download the Ticket app, the Supernova app, if you have not, so you can get the stream from us directly here in Las Vegas. Supernovas Radio Network, powered by theticketfm.com.
Far too many kids in our community face extreme challenges due to homelessness, abuse, and neglect. Despite the troubles these kids face, we believe in them. Believe in giving them the safety and stability they deserve. Your gift on Give to Lincoln Day will help us provide services to meet kids where they're at, while also showing them how far they can go. Please make your gift to Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends, surprise parties, camps, birthdays? The same way you plan for the important moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The Supernovas Radio Network is live. This is the Omaha Supernovas pregame show brought to you by Mullen Motors.
We thank our friends at Mullen Motors for making sure that we can join you for these pre-match setups to let you know what's going on, not only in the Federation, but with the Supernovas and their opponents from night to night. It's been quite the journey, and again, we got 3 regular season left and hopefully 2 Final Four matches to call along the way. Coach, let's talk about the Las Vegas Thrill and who are projected as starters tonight.
Projected starters tonight at outside hitter, I think it's going to be Hannah Maddox and Peyton Caffrey. At opposite, I think we're going to see Kat Bell, but I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't see Hippie coming in for Kat Bell, because Hippie's been really successful against the Supernovas. In the middle, I think we're going to see Oblad and Vicini. Setter, Alicia Glass-Childress, and libero, Kylie Murr.
Let's go through, because we miss it. We've been fed several things. Is it Hippie or Hippa?
It was Hippie when I asked Fran Flory.
Okay. And then Vicini?
Vicini
is what we're going with. Okay. Just to be sure. Just to be sure.
And you're asking the person who's not great with pronunciation.
Well, I went through on the website. It gives in the game program, so I'll look before we flop over. It gives, there we are, right there. It gives some pronunciation guide.
Vicini.
And then is it Hippa or Hippie?
It is Hippe. Hip, hip, hip,
Hippe. That was.
Yeah, remember it's hip, hip, hooray. Hippe.
Got it.
Yep,
got it.
that's how we remembered it.
Okay.
Hippe.
Hippe. Well done. Let's talk about the Supernovas as we think they will start in rotation tonight here in Las Vegas.
I think we're going to see the exact same lineup that we saw in the last match against Columbus. Brooke Nunaville, Betty De La Cruz at the outside, Tori Dixon, Christina Vuchkova in the middle, Kendall White at libero, Nadi Valentin Anderson at setter, and Stephanie Samity at the opposite.
I'm trying to see Christina's socks. I don't think they're Sunday socks.
No, they're not. They're plain, because she wore her Sunday in Columbus and hasn't had laundry time yet because we haven't been home. And yesterday was like the travel day from somewhere nobody wanted to go.
Yeah, I would have thought that maybe she rode with them anyway.
I mean, baseball players wear dirty stuff, right? Dirty socks.
I am a member of the Wash Your Stuff Every Night Club, Coach. I'm sorry.
I am. If it comes out of my drawer, it goes in my laundry. So I'm in the same club.
Yeah, like I just wanted to be sure.
No, I'm in the same club.
Yeah, let's go through. There's some members of this Vegas team that we didn't talk about, but Gabby Gonzalez was a factor.
I was
right?
just, because she just hit, I was just thinking about her
She's a
service
factor.
runs.
Yep. Like we understand. What does she do that not only does she get some on a service run, but she makes some big kills for them?
She did. She came in and actually had 13 kills against us in a couple matches that she played. But I think her biggest contribution was at the service line. I think she went on 2 7-point service runs in different matches that we played them. And I think that would be something that Fran Flory maybe has in her back pocket to pull out tonight, would be to put Gabby Gonzalez back there on the service line. On the attack.
They have a Havili as well, Sarame as well.
Yep.
In previous matches, we've seen them come in
Yep.
and get work.
Havili's come in on that double sub if they decide to do that, or bring out Alicia Glass-Childress. She's a really good setter. Bird's had a lot of really good things to say about Havili, because I think she either recruited her or played for Kansas at some point. She said she's a great player. Sarami we've seen as like a serving specialist, but if we do see that double sub, Hippe and Havili may come in for Kat Bell and Glass-Childress.
I'm trying to watch the explosive side of it. What we found in our previous trip here was that if Kat Bell didn't have it going, they were quick to make a change there.
They did, but they put her in the outside hitter position. And so there's a bigger load when you play outside hitter. When you're at the outside, you're passing balls, you're a lot more involved in the game, and it's hard to hide you when things aren't going well. So Kat Bell gave up a little bit for them on the passing side of it, but then when they decided to put her at the opposite, now she's out of the serve receive side and probably less likely to be pulled as quick.
It's going to be an interesting night. Okay, Coach, let's get through it. Keys to the match. Please let us know, what are we looking for here in Las Vegas?
You know, it's really not much different than what it was in Columbus. And I think that obviously they didn't really work on anything since Columbus. They had a short practice yesterday where I think only 6 to 8 of them practiced. And the other 7 of them basically, 5 to 7 did recovery for the entire time they were here. So number one, first contact. The 14 missed serves, Bird's like, we have to serve better. And I said, not easier, better. And she said, yes, not easier, better. So we still need to be aggressive, but we need to be aggressive and in. Number 2, we need to really focus on defensive transition and outwork. So obviously winning those long rallies, and hopefully we win some in the first set and not just wait till the fourth set to win our long rallies. So she still wants to outwork them, but that defensive grit that we saw in Columbus, she wants to see that continue today. And then finally, she wants a fast start and a balanced offense. And I kind of put those two together because I think that if we have balance and we come out quick, then we're going to get Vegas on their heels right away.
Is this one of those situations where if you get Tori and Justina into the offensive flow early, it creates enough of a gap that Vegas can't adjust to?
I think you've got to make him a valid option early on. And I think if you make him a valid option early on, then that's going to open up things for your pins. But if you go away from it, then it's not going to matter. So you still have to keep them involved as the game goes on. It can't just be like, oh, we're going to do it the first 5 points and then we're going to stop for 20. It's got to be a consistent effort in the game for Nadi to get the ball to the middles. And I asked Bird, I said, what's the importance of tonight? Right? Because technically they don't have to win, right? They could bench it, they could, sit everybody, rest everybody. But she said, really, it's learning to play that turnaround because they're going to go from Grand Rapids to play in the semifinal game. There's going to be a quick turnaround there. And she wants to find consistency on these quick turnaround games. And so I think there's a lot weighing on this for the Supernovas, even if it's not directly like we have to win, because we don't have to win, but we have to find consistency and we have to be able to put forth a great game after a big win in Columbus.
Is this more about the Supernovas working on, listen, let's go back to basics. Good sets, good touch, good serve, good finish, right? Those things, don't get caught up in the emotional side of it. Don't get caught up in the trend of the game. Just do your job from point to point.
And I think that's kind of been her concept the whole time, right? I mean, she's always been like, we need to worry about us and we need to take care of us. And so I think that that's going to be the focus again for these guys. Like, let's take care of us. Let's get better at what the Supernova volleyball is and how we want to play. And let's not make it matter where we're at, who we're playing against, or what we're doing. Like, we just want to play Supernova volleyball.
The 8-14 Las Vegas Thrill, the 14-7 Omaha Supernovas, sitting at the number 2 seed, got it clinched for the Final Four tonight. They play for Supernovas. They play for the code. They play for the standard. And if they stay consistent, this should be an outstanding evening in Las Vegas. Jump on over to the app, over to the Supernovas app, the Ticket app. We thank you for hanging out with us for this hour. We will meet you back here in the full stream after the match is over, but you can jump on the call. The Ticket FM, supernovas.com. Do that now. We'll meet you back for first serve in about 4 minutes to Las Vegas. TP, Coach Renee Saunders, Nick Sainert, Josh Lill back on the mothership. We appreciate you all. It's time for Supernovas volleyball on a Monday night from Las Vegas. Stay tuned. Supernovas Radio Network, powered by 93.7 The Ticket.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska.